When I came on this cruise, I could button this jacket. I'm not kidding. I chose it because I could button it. And now I kind of got to do the fat man suck in to get it going. So I just leave it unbuttoned and everybody goes, ooh, who's that svelte gentleman? Well, hello everybody and welcome to another one of these wonderful web chats in which you ask a joker, and one of the jokers, this time me, lucky you, answers your questions. Now, we're gonna get right to it because we're on a cruise ship, and I have Mai Tais and an endless buffet to get to. On this cruise, I've gained 20 pounds. I know what you're saying, Brian. You can afford it. Put on another 20. Nobody will care. Let's get to your questions, because I'm also very hungover. Kraz, you ask, if Impractical Jokers existed in the 19th century, what would the show have been like? Well, it would have been short, because we all would have been burned at the stake for being witches, or something like that, heretics. I don't think it would have went very long. Maybe Murray would have been able to make a living as a court jester of some sort, but I think the rest of us would just quickly be put to death. But that's not what you're asking. You're asking what would the show be like. I don't know. Maybe we would put like a Black Plague blanket on Sal and watch him freak out because of the germs, you know? Be like, here you go, Sal. Shake his hand and be like, I just gave you Black Plague, you know? Then we could watch Sal die, you know, of Black Plague. This is Joe Gatto off camera making the Impractical Jokers theme.
I like it.
All right. Tanya asks, what do you miss about being a firefighter? I mean, I miss hanging out with the guys, but you know, I miss everything about it. I miss everything about it. It's fun. It's a fun job. I miss fires. There's a weird thing when you're a firefighter where it's like, yeah, your house is burning down and all your possessions are being, burned to a crisp and it's a horrible tragedy. But for firefighters, it's actually quite a lot of fun to go to a fire. I don't know, you know what I mean? Well, you go there, you practice your skills, you do some work, So I can't really say that I miss people's lives being destroyed in fires just so that I can have some adventures with my friends. So I'm going to go with helping people. Helping people. Fred asks, would you update your tattoo when you turn 48 or add another cat, assuming you'll always be alone? Thank you, Fred. I appreciate the vote of confidence in that area. I'm gonna update it slightly. I have a plan. It's the same thing. It says 38 lives alone, has 3 cats, but underneath it says F you, Fred. So that's the update that I'm thinking I'm gonna get put on it. I don't need guff from Fred. Todd asks, I'm sweating because I just eat. All I do on this boat is eat. I'm like meat sweating. You ever get the meat sweats where you just eat so much meat that you just sweat and it smells and tastes like meat? I have meat sweats. Every country in the world, there are people, listen, I don't want to get too serious with this, but there are parts of the world where people don't eat. Like they literally, like food and water is a problem. And here we're like, let's take a buffet, float it, and just go on it in circles out in the ocean and eat. Like it's crazy. It's like, there are people in trouble in the world, and I'm just floating in the harbor, splashing around eating for 24 hours straight. I can't fit in my goddamn jacket. F you, Fred. Fred. Todd asks, who would you save first in a tree, Murr or a stray cat? Well, there's a saying, you never see a dead cat in a tree. And the reason that they say that is because cats don't need rescuing. But then again, you never see a dead Murray in a tree either. So I could cuddle with both. I could feed both. I have to clean the litter box of both. So I'm going to go with the cat. all things considered. All right, thanks for watching Impractical Jokes on truTV. Thanks for joining for the chat. If anyone has a question, as always, just use hashtag #AskAJoker, and we will get to it. We'll make it happen. We'll get out here, we'll answer your questions. You guys want to shut up? You guys see a camera here. You want to keep it down? Who's talking?